Damn, girl, I want to suck your dad's dick. Joyner Lucas. If you listen to his songs, his storytelling and shit like that, I would put it up there on a level with Nas.
His voice is get into him because he's such a pussy.
His voice sucks.
He's such a pussy that I want to get into him.
Yeah,
inside of him.
Oh, okay. Listen, that's a plausible offense. That reminds me of the big version. Oh, you think I'm pussy? I dare you to stick your dick in this.
Yeah,
and it's like, wow, Biggie.
It's hard. That's a hard fucking line, though. To have the confidence to say that, that's hard.
He had a lot of suspect lines. You remember when he said, "You look so good. I suck on your daddy's dick."
Yeah, I feel that though.
You saw a girl where you're like, I want to suck your dad's dick because you're so hot.
Yo, I swear to God, yesterday at Whole Foods, swear to God, if this woman told me that she would love me for the rest of my life if I sucked on her dad's dick, 100% I'd let him finish in my mouth.
Oh my God, bro.
Easy, not even a question. This woman was sensational. Her ass was just out of this world, and it was real. It was real.
How do you know it was real?
I saw it.
You can't tell.
I've seen enough fake asses that
she could have gone to Dr. Miami. There's some good docs out
Are you kidding me? And this woman was amazing, bro. Since she was at Whole Foods, first of all, no, she was with her boyfriend.
But you would suck her dad's dick, but you wouldn't even approach her.
Suck her dad's dick. She was with her boyfriend.
Well, I think I would rather hit on a girl in front of her boyfriend than suck her dad's dick.
Well, no, because here's the thing. Why you make it sound like I just want to suck her dad's dick? You're like, oh, you just saw this girl and you want to suck. I said, if she told me that she would love me for the rest of my life, I would do it. Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting something out of it. I'm not.
Damn, girl, I want to suck your dad's dick. Like, nah.
I'm going to say that to a chick tonight.
Just don't put that one line in the video, please. I don't.
Which one? Oh,
I mean, I know you do
it's Diamond Cut, bro. It's Diamond Cut.
Okay, Diamond Cut.
Sometimes I make my own.
You can make it funny, but let's just not use that one line out of context because it would be fucking.
Well, all right. Battle raps because I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, because the ice on which they skating is so thin.
All right, baby. We're back, episode 18. The kid is back in town.
Yes, after a brief tour back to my homeland of Chicago.
Now, tell me this.
Tell me, what's up?
Did you watch last week's episode?
I saw some of the highlights.
You're a fucking fraud. You're a goddamn fraud.
I saw some of the highlights. I saw that he... now, listen, I saw the highlight where he was talking about a particular location and a particular owner. And tell me if I'm right. Okay, I didn't see the unedited version.
Okay, you saw that.
Tell me if I'm right. Just from seeing that window, either I'm really good at lip syncing. I don't know.
What do you got?
I'm thinking he was talking about Michael Taxi from Cuvée.
I don't even know who Michael Taxi is.
Oh shit, he was one of the
managers.
You have
the wrong name, or is that the right name?
That was the correct name that I thought he was saying. I don't even know what he was talking about. But when I looked at his lips, it looked like he said Michael Taxi from Cuvée, who used to be a manager at Cuvée back in the day.
He said Matt Deichel.
Got it.
Middle to high age Chicago playboy, nightclub owner.
Yeah. Other words that could describe him. Is that the same guy that used to run liquor backs?
Yeah.
Everybody would always...
You could catch him at Export with his bandana on.
I would always
on North
hear
and Wells.
His name thrown around, but I never really knew who he was until I DJ'd there one time. And at the end of the night after DJing, when everybody was downstairs hanging out, having a drink, I was told I wasn't allowed to hang out downstairs and have a drink. After I fucking DJ'd your nightclub.
By him?
Fuck. Yes.
Was his bandana on or no?
I wish he had a bandana over his mouth. So I fucking wouldn't have to hear him.
It's 2020.
What a fucking loser. How do you fucking hire somebody to DJ in your club and then restrict them from hanging out where everyone's hanging out in another part of the club.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not cool enough to go hang out in your fucking section, but I'm cool enough to DJ your fucking nightclub? Are you fucking... I don't want to drop an R-bomb, but, man, it's a little early.
I think our bombs are acceptable.
Are you fucking retarded?
There we go. Let it out, dog. See, that's the thing is it's Men's Mental Health Week, and I want to get into this. We need to be able to let these things out. Because as men, you know, I saw a statistic on a meme today on someone's Instagram story, so you know it's true. Mm-hmm. All suicides are like 77% male or something like that. And I think it's because we're suppressed. You felt like you couldn't let that out.
You're right.
And keeping that in is the kind of thing that conjures up these things inside of us.
Yeah, you're right.
And we need to be able to let things out.
Yeah, these fucking soft-ass motherfuckers, they don't let us talk how we want to talk. Yeah. They don't let us smack the fuck out of the people we want to smack the
women,
fuck out of.
Actually, no, I'm just kidding.
Well, I wasn't talking about women. I was talking about more like people that like you know those people that just irk you so bad and your fucking first instinct is just smack the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
But you have to suppress that, right?
You have to suppress
Which,
that.
okay, I get it. You don't want to hurt people. Okay, whatever.
And you end up hurting yourself?
If I can't smack him, I should at least be able to fucking express my feeling through voice.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's what this country was built on, no? Was this country not built on the freedom of speech?
Motherfuckers didn't go to war to fight for freedom and just, oh, well, we can't touch you, and we can't actually call you any bad names.
Yeah.
So we're just going to ask if nicely you'll give us our freedom? No, motherfucker. We went in there, we kicked ass, we took names, and we shot people in the dick with muskets.
And we said whatever the fuck we wanted.
You're goddamn right.
And now we're listening to Dr. Fauci like he's fucking God. Blindly. We're just blindly following. There's just like, I'm sick of it, bro. Like, okay, we go to the coffee shop today, and there's still people with masks on, which I have very mixed emotions about this because when I see it, it enrages me. Like, I'm talking like a rage inside of me. I see red. I'm like, what are you doing? And then the other side, I'm like, oh, these are just like nice people that are brainwashed. They're just nice people that don't really think for themselves and they just kind of go about their day. And it's, you know, I'm not talking about the people that yell at you for not having your mask on. Those are not nice people. Those are fucking losers. Right. I'm talking about the people that just have their mask on and mind their business, not knowing that like it's done, like it's dead, dog. We don't need that. Science, which you followed the whole time, has now told you that it's over.
But you're still
wearing the mask. It's just like I feel bad because they're just brainwashed. Like they're morons, really. They're idiots. Like that's how you could really tell who's a fucking idiot walking around with a mask on at this point in time. This point in time.
And it was always one of those things where it's like, listen, don't trip on me for not wearing a mask. I won't trip on you for wearing a mask. But now it's to the point where I'm like, all right, so your fucking God, Fauci, has now rewritten his 10 commandments and is telling you that you shouldn't be wearing a mask, and you're still wearing a mask. But it's not, I feel like it's ego is what it is. Yeah. They feel like if they take off the mask, they admit that Fauci was wrong the whole time, and they were wrong the whole time for listening to him.
It's not Fauci. I mean, it's Trump, really. It's not that they're so with Fauci. It's that they're so against Trump. Still, to this day, even though that dude is gone, I have not heard or seen from that man.
Well, he's been silent.
Since the election, he's dead. Like, and still, these people are pushing against words that he said months ago.
Because, man,
it's wild. I mean, I can't help but think that this is all just a game. Like, tell me this doesn't seem like a level in a video game. Mm-hmm. Like the released emails. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of a sudden, the emails got released, and now we know that Fauci was part of the fucking lab in Wuhan, the gain-of-function research, all this fucking shit. There's emails released that he says himself, those stupid fucking blue and white paper masks that you fucking use do not do anything.
Yeah.
He said that.
Yeah.
Like that, like they just kind of sprinkled that in. Like that would happen if you were playing a video game and you're playing Resident Evil and you killed all the zombies and you're like, all right, things are looking up, and then boom, oh, what happens next? Some fucking emails got released from the lab. You know what I mean? Like
now you beat the level.
Yeah. Now
I mean, I think that I think somebody's pulling the strings, and I almost feel like it's all like a test to see like how we respond to the fuckery. Like, are we going to stand up? And they're like, no, pretty much we can tell them to do whatever the fuck they want or whatever the fuck we want. 30% of them will stand up for themselves. We'll make the other 70% chastise them for standing up for themselves. And really, at the end of the day, we got everybody because nobody wants to go against the 70% that are brainwashed because they don't want to be looked at as fucking racist.
Yeah. And, I mean, I get it. I want to make my life as easy and smooth as possible. So I'm not going to go out of my way to like fight for a cause of like, oh,
I'm not trying to storm the Capitol.
Yeah, I'm not on the street with a sign talking about Fauci's emails. I mean, sure, I'm on the internet yelling about it, but who the fuck isn't?
Yeah, and who's listening? Really?
Yeah, exactly. But it's crazy to me. It's crazy. Like this is my original point. Like we need to be able to talk about these things.
You're right.
Like I just need to release it. I need to get it out. I need you to agree with me. I need some people to maybe agree with me, some people to disagree with me, whatever the fuck it is. But I got it out, and now I can move on. I don't have to go on the street with a sign. You know what I'm saying?
And that being said, let's move right along.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aaron E2F USA for all the ring finger.
That's the white power sign.
Oh, is that what that is? Shout out to you. Shout out Tony.
You remember seeing that, right?
Yeah.
They tried to say that this was a fucking white. Like, are you shitting me?
Is that maybe why he's throwing that up? He's got a lot of them in here.
Dude,
I'm seeing a lot of them. What up to Tony Bowie 79? I hope I pronounced that right. He said, "What's up, fellas? It's all left hand, right hand shell game." That's facts, man.
Yeah,
that's facts. Just divide them up and conquer.
Yeah.
What do you got for topics today?
I got a couple things. So. Okay, so I go to meet this girl at a shitty hole in the wall bar that I've been to before. That's close to here.
What's it called?
It's called Glitter.
That sounds like a little bit more than a hole in the wall.
Is
it a gay bar?
No, it's a karaoke bar.
It's called Glitter and it's not a gay bar. That's really disappointing.
Yeah, it's right next to Bishniga.
I feel like they're doing the LGBTQPRTY community an injustice by stealing that name.
Yeah, it's a little.
If I wanted to open a gay bar, I think Glitter would be on the top of my list.
You may even call it appropriation, my friend.
Yeah, stop misappropriating gay bar lingo.
But here's the thing, and not to talk down about the spot, like saying that it's a hole in the wall shitty bar. That's not like saying anything bad. That's just an accurate description. People seek out those establishments. I enjoy those establishments sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, it's just what it is. But I go over there. I've been there before. It's a good time. And I go over there, but they're hosting a hood night. They're hosting a little hood party.
Okay.
So I was a little bit shocked when
How did you know it was hood?
I was not expecting that.
Was the karaoke like Gucci Mane and stuff?
Well, there was no karaoke that night. They had a DJ on a controller that you're at a hood party when the controller has the slide-in laptop stand. When the controller is
that hood or is that just being ergonomic?
I don't know. I'm just fucking around. But I knew it was hood because I felt like I was in the hood when I was there.
Okay.
And
did you feel a little scared?
Only for one reason. Because
they stripped you of your white privilege?
No, I've been going to and attending, DJing hood parties like ever since I even started DJing. I'm a fucking hip hop DJ. That's how I started. That's what I do. I enjoy DJing them. Actually, probably even more than a fucking shitty lame
service club?
Fucking like those motherfuckers have fun.
No, that's for
you know what I'm saying.
Facts,
I like to have fun, and we're talking hood here. We're not talking one specific type of person. We're talking anybody that you could find in the hood.
We're talking ratchet.
You know what I'm saying? It's just ratchet. But I wasn't ready for it. It shocked me a little bit. And I was kind of looking forward to just chilling, sitting, talking at the bar, having a drink. Like, I'm looking for the hole in the wall shitty bar. You know,
you're trying to be incognito with this girl.
I'm trying to be incognito. And
so
this
that means
is like,
she probably didn't look great.
There's a lot going on here. And I told her, I'm like, yo, let's go to a place like
Where I don't
shitty
know
hole in
anyone.
the wall where I don't know anyone and there's not like insanity happening around us. And also, there's an extremely high number of nightclub shootings as of recently in Houston. I don't know about anywhere else. There probably is in other places, but in Houston, there's a very high number of nightclub shootings at hood parties.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of scared for my safety only because there is a high number of shootings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Shootings are on the upkick right now.
Hey, if there's a lot of shootings, why would I want to be here right now? You know what I'm saying? I didn't even want to be here in the first place, not knowing what it was and that information on top of it. And she got kind of mad at me for like saying that. And I'm like, well, hold on. I'm legitimately concerned for my safety right now. Like there is,
but she was making it seem like you're being prejudiced by being concerned for your safety.
She was making it seem like I was being fucking like I'm in the wrong for feeling scared there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it'd be one thing if you were just, coming out of nowhere with that kind of information. You were just kind of like assuming things.
Right.
But judging by the fact that in the last 3 weeks here in Houston, there have been 3 shootings inside nightclubs.
Inside. Normally.
We're not just talking like somebody shoots a gun in the air. We're talking like first one, 5 people got hit in the drive-by, right?
Well, hold on.
4 people, 2 dead.
Even before all this, to me, a nightclub shooting is fucking scary as fuck.
Yeah.
In the first place. And that's when they were in the parking lot. Like most shootings don't happen inside of the club. They happen outside.
Used to.
That's what I'm saying. And they were scary then.
Yeah.
Now they're happening inside of the club.
Right.
Drive by. Someone drove past the club and just shot into it and hit 5 people. That is fucking insane.
Yeah.
And I want to be nowhere near where there's a 3% chance of that maybe happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You're going to get mad at me for that? And then she tried to tell me, this is the most Houston thing I've ever heard in my life. She tried to tell me, this is Houston culture. Like, you're like, get a little culture. Like, hey, settle down. Take in a little bit of our culture.
Wait, the shooting?
No.
The
just
club?
Like a shitty.
I mean, I'll give them that.
Fucking bar. No, I've been to 1,000 hood parties just like that in Chicago.
Yeah.
It's not Houston.
No, I don't think
culture.
it's specifically Houston.
No,
but I would
not.
say that rap or hood shit.
But that's the
is
most
as
Houston shit I've ever heard.
But-
Is someone being at this particular party that I was at, where they're not playing Chopped and Screwed, they're not playing Houston shit, they're playing fucking Twerkulator and a whole lot of Choppa and Gucci Man and fucking 42 Doug.
Yeah.
Anything that you could get at any hood party anywhere. She tried to say, like, this is Houston culture. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, she tried to own that and flip it on me like I'm uncultured. And I'm like, listen, bitch, I've been to 1 million of these parties. I don't feel like being at one tonight, and I definitely don't feel like getting shot at one because there's a high number of shootings right now.
I think that's respectable.
I am a little upset that she got upset. Well, now we're both upset.
This is 2021, and you can't have an opinion about anything.
It's fucking insane, dude. For my safety, I am considered concerned with my safety. On that same note, here's what will take the edge off of my safety concerns a little bit more.
Okay.
If I'm being paid to DJ.
100%.
Right? If I'm getting paid to be there, I'll risk getting shot.
If you're operating a forklift, there's an inherent danger that you could potentially be crushed by a pallet or something like that.
100%.
And in this day and age, if you're a DJ, there's an inherent danger of you getting shot.
Yeah.
And I think with that, though, there needs to come some sort of like bonus. Like, there's like bonus money for risking your life.
There
like
does need to be
in the military,
a bonus
right?
thing.
You get like a bonus check that you can buy a Camaro and like get wifed up. I don't know how that game works, but it seems like every guy in Southern California
probably
knows.
get a pair of Oakleys.
Yeah, buy you a pair of Oakleys, a Camaro, and a fucking baby mama. But I don't know, man. I don't know if the market has caught up with the dangers yet. There's going to need to be a couple more shootings probably before that comes.
Yeah, unfortunately. And I took a gig at a seedy establishment And I went in, and I'm talking to another DJ homie who's DJing with me, and I was like, are you as nervous as I am? Like, you know what I mean? Like, shootings are kind of a thing right now. And you want to know what he said to me?
What?
He goes,
This is Houston culture?
he goes, he goes, these guys who run this party were having shootings at their parties before it was cool. So if anyone knows what to do, they know what to do. They're the ones metal detecting at the door, patting people down.
Well,
I'm like, oh, okay, great. Fantastic. That makes me feel so much better.
And this is what I said 3 fucking weeks ago when the first shooting happened was, why don't you just fucking frisk people? Because back in Chicago, in the hood clubs, you get frisked before you go in.
Yeah.
You know,
that's why the shootings happen outside, because they go to their car to get their guns.
Exactly. And listen, at the end of the day, I think anybody who's going to get offended by being frisked,
you shouldn't be there. If you're getting frisked and you're nervous about that and it deters you from being at the
that's probably because you have a gun and you shouldn't be there anyways.
Yeah, you should probably just dip. I agree 100% with you. But just to finish on this whole thing, I did arrive at the establishment and see that the DJ booth was like a bird's nest type situation. I was comforted by that.
Oh yeah,
I said, you know what? If they're gonna shoot down there, I'm cool.
You got a better, you have a good vantage point of the shooter. You can get.
I'll be able to Snapchat it all.
I mean, I think at the very least, they need to like put some sort of like bulletproofing around the DJ booth, so at least I have something to duck behind. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be a nice way of looking out for your patrons.
In all seriousness, though, it is fucking. Every time I see a new news article about a shooting in, around, near, outside of a nightclub, I'm like, that's fucking nuts, dude. Like, this is where we work. There is a chance of that happening at any time. Hood party, not hood party, it doesn't matter. The fucked up thing is that there is now a higher chance these things are on the rise. Like, and it's insane. Well, that's crazy.
I would say this, though. In the defense of the not in the defense of the shootings, but in the defense of Houston, whatever the fuck's going on right now, nightclub shootings aren't new, okay? Granted, in Chicago, most of them were outside of the clubs and in the parking lots and stuff like that. But even as a wee lad, I remember in Indianapolis, there were a lot of shootings in nightclubs. The difference was, if there was a shooting, they would get shut down.
Now they don't.
Now they don't get shut down. They get a 6-day suspension.
Two people were killed inside of a nightclub, and they only got a 7-day suspension, right? Yeah. And I was talking to someone about that, and they were like, yeah, you know what the best part about that is? The fact that they got a 7-day suspension means that was their second shooting, because the first one, they only got a 3-day suspension.
That's fucked. But you know what's even more fucked? 6 months ago.
Are you kidding me?
6 months ago, when COVID was a thing, if you didn't meet the COVID restrictions as far as people wearing masks inside the club, you got shut down for 60 days.
What world are we in? Seriously. Honestly,
60 days for not wearing masks. 3 days.
3 days
double homicide.
For a double homicide. Yeah, that's fantastic. Where are we? What fucking planet are we on?
Well, what happened was,
where did I wake up?
What happened was when it all goes back to my boy Nelson Mandela. When the Mandela effect kicked in. Now look again.
Okay, but at what point did the Mandela effect set in?
Sometime between now and when Oreo double stuffed cookies came out. That's the timeline I have.
No, because the earlier Mandela effect is the Berenstain Bears or the Luke, I am not your father.
Well, I don't know when double stuffed Oreos could have came out.
Older than that?
I don't know. I just remember seeing double stuffed, and I remember what I was looking for, and it only being double stuffed.
Well, how about this? If you don't know what the Nelson Mandela or the Mandela effect is,
okay, I'll elaborate.
Give it to him.
So again, this is just a theory.
Speculation.
I'm not one to wear a tin hat. But what happened was Nelson Mandela, if you don't know who he was a revolutionary in South Africa. They put him in prison sometime, I believe, in the early 1980s. and he was then released in what 90? We'll say I could be off on my timeline, like 89, 90, somewhere around there. Could have even been like 93. I don't know. It's not the point. The point is, a lot of people remembered him dying in jail. Okay, so the reason they call it the Mandela effect is that half of the people were like, yo, I remember hearing about Nelson Mandela dying while he was in jail. The other half were like, no, I remember him being released from jail and then dying later. Okay, so what that means is there's this whole list, and you can find it online, of things that certain people remember. In case in point, the Berenstain Bears. People remember it being spelled Berenstein, and people remember it being spelled Berenstain. So there's like a cross. So the concept goes like this. There's like an infinite number of universes, right? Stacked, like parallel universes that are slightly off. Maybe something like Double Stuffed Oreo was spelled different. Something like Berenstain Bears. Maybe the guy in Risky Business was wearing a white shirt. Maybe he was wearing a pink shirt. I mean, the list goes on forever. Darth Vader.
It's all questions that you would ask someone. Hey, remember in Star Wars when Luke was talking to Darth Vader? What's the famous line that he said to him?
Well,
and
he
most
said,
people have a memory of it being,
Luke, I am your father. But now, if you were to watch Star Wars, it would say, no, I am your father. And it's really fucking up a lot of people because a lot of people remember it differently.
I got goosebumps.
Forrest Gump, what was the famous line?
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Now it's life was like a box of chocolates. So anyways, it goes on forever. We don't got enough time to explain it.
Yeah.
But what I think is the shift of these parallel universes when they made the Hadron Collider. A lot of people believe we slipped into a parallel universe, but a lot of our memories were from the other universe, right? I think that we slipped in this parallel universe and things are just going a little crazy right now. Because I'm going to just be honest.
Right.
Things are a little crazy over the last couple years.
Because it's the same theory of like if you have two lines that are going exactly the same, and one, if it shifts just a tiny bit, if at that point we just slipped into that next universe, now we're off just a little bit. Over time, the gap gets bigger and bigger.
We got to be at least like 30 universes over now because shit is
with the
not
Fauci
making any
shit
sense.
And like what is happening? Where are we?
It's a crazy fucking place. I just hope that they can shift us back on track so we can get back to normal life. And yeah,
I mean, Lori Lightfoot, bro, she's not from
wait.
She's not from the universe that I'm from.
Of course
my
not.
mother's vagina that birthed me is not the same universe that the vagina. No, Lori Lightfoot didn't even come out of a vagina.
I feel like
0% chance she came out of an egg.
No, I think she came out of the dirt like a fucking like a onion,
like a weed
head, like a weed. She grew out. That's why her hair is all fucking wild. We don't refer to her as Lori Lightfoot anymore. We refer to her as Rona Destroyer.
She's the Rona Destroyer. I don't even know if we're allowed to talk about her.
Imagine
we're too white. I know we can't speak directly to her. I know that's facts.
Only black and brown.
Can we talk about her though?
Well, you're goddamn right we can, and we will. And at the end of the day, black people don't even fuck with her.
This woman is a. What is she?
It's not like this is a racial issue. This is a straight up. This lady is a
retardation issue.
And the problem is it's the tenure of office. Like, I don't think people need 4 years in office anymore. I think we get a good 6 months. We know what we're dealing with, and
let's
we say,
a test run.
Pull it.
Let's get a revote.
Let's say, okay, listen, we didn't like Trump, but Biden is seeming really fucked up. Let's go ahead and go with C.
Yeah.
Who's C?
Yeah.
Because Biden's not it. Lori Lightfoot's not it. You know what I'm saying? You know who's it?
Who's it?
The governor of Texas.
Man,
Professor X.
I like him for sure.
Was that
just
bad?
irks
I
me.
shouldn't have said that.
It just it's all good.
Well, it's just
irks me a little bit that weed is not legal in Texas, but a to-go alcoholic beverage is.
You know,
that's kind of ridiculous.
You know what's legal in Texas now? Well, as of September 1st, you can walk around with a strap on your hip without any license or anything. It doesn't matter if you just got a fucking insane asylum.
I mean,
grab yourself a gun and go down the street.
That sounds...
But that might be the best thing to happen to Texas right now with all these shootings.
For the nightclub shootings? Yeah.
I mean,
You
if
can't
everybody in
bring
the
your
club's
gun-
strapped and we all just shoot back, we can take down the shooters pretty quick.
You can't bring it to what's it called though?
Can you?
To a club. I don't think you could walk around with your gun on your hip, but there's all those places that say no guns on the door. If
I'll be
you go
honest. In
into one of
Chicago,
those
I saw a
spots-
lot of those signs.
Yeah.
Texas, I don't see a lot of those signs.
I think you're just not. I think they're a little
Unless
more
there's
hidden.
more smaller.
I think they're smaller in Texas. It's the one thing in Texas that's not bigger. The guns are bigger, but the signs to not bring them around are a little smaller.
Well, that's smaller. That's okay. They don't want to offend any gun. Because I would say as much eggshells as you have to walk around in Chicago with the liberals, you have to walk around some eggshells with the
We're
right.
not walking on eggshells, bro.
No one is. But what I'm saying is that the counterpart would be in Texas. You can't just freely talk bad about guns because there's probably a militia within a few miles that's going to come to your front door.
Yeah, a couple 100 yards away, they'll pull up in their fucking
Tractor.
in their handcrafted tank.
We fucking hate all of you. Don't get it twisted.
I literally hate everyone. It's unbelievable. Everybody. It's disgusting. This world makes me sick. And that's why we need a more focus on men's mental health.
Yes. Thank you for letting us vent. And now we're not going to hurt anything.
Yeah.
But I want to talk, speaking about men's health.
What do you got? You having dick problems?
No.
You found out how to cure those right
I found out a cure for that. But I was looking, speaking about my dick.
We need a goddamn Blue Chew sponsorship.
Blue Chew? Wait, have you tried that? Does it work?
No, but every fucking podcast I watch is sponsored by Blue Chew.
So they're throwing out some money.
Oh my god, dude! There's like the core like podcast sponsoring companies. Like every podcast I watch is sponsored by the same 13 companies.
Now I don't know exactly what Blue Chew is, but I gotta imagine it's like a chewable Viagra.
It's exactly what it is. You can get either
sponsoring them without even getting paid. Don't tell the people anymore. Just know you chewing your dick gets hard. All right, kind of like a clit. But that being said, I will say I've taken multiple forms of erectile dysfunction medicine.
Yeah.
From pills to
sprays,
gels, Banaka sprays. I don't know if I've ever done
injectables.
Injectable? I haven't done that. That I haven't done. Are you talking about a dick up your ass or what?
No.
He's
that
like,
would
as soon as
get
it
me
goes in, you get hard. No, but anyways, what I was saying. So I'm scrolling through the internet this morning, getting ready to beat my meat, and I come across somebody's post, and it was about it was like a TikTok. That sounds a little creepy. Hold on, rewind.
Why is that creepy? Because there's 14-year-olds on TikTok?
No, I wasn't on TikTok. I was on Instagram, just to be fair. But then this came up.
Oh, because you were jerking off while
No, I wasn't jerking off. I was scrolling through something to stimulate me.
You can
so I could
jerk off to TikToks, just don't jerk off to the 14-year-old.
Well, that I know, but I'm just saying. I'm trying to put this whole time frame together. Right? I was thinking about jerking off. I was like, I need something to stimulate me. Oh, does anything pop up on my timeline?
Yeah.
But then I came across this, and so it kind of took my mind off jerking off for a little bit.
Okay.
So it was a TikTok, and the girl was saying, why is it that if a guy has 10 bodies, he's praised, while if a girl has 10 bodies, she's shamed? So then it cut to another guy, and he's like, wait, I got this, And the way he said it was, excuse me, he says, the reason is, for a man to get 10 bodies, he has to go out, work, and hunt for those 10 bodies, and essentially take them down as a sport, let's say. Now, for a girl, there's no work involved. The work would, and then, okay, so then from that, it stimulated me to think this theory. You think about fucking broads as kind of like a sport, all right?
Yeah.
Let me elaborate. For men, the sport, I would say it's hockey. Okay? You get your goal, boom, there's a notch on the belt, however you want to put it, get your praise. Now, for a female, they're playing a different sport. They're playing something more like golf. They want to keep the number as low as they can while achieving the goal, right? So let's say like getting a rich boyfriend is like a par 4. She wants to get it in with as little bodies as it takes to get to that rich guy.
Yeah. Well, no, the rich boyfriend would be the whole, right? That's like the goal.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could say, but I'm saying to keep her numbers down.
Yeah.
Her par would be like going through 3 different rich guys to find the one that's going to keep her.
Okay, I got
Okay.
you. Yeah.
That being said, That's my point.
No,
So
I like
if
that.
you're a
That's
female
good.
and you got a high body count, you're a really shitty golfer.
Well, here's the thing. Have you ever heard the, in that same comparison, in that same world, do you want a key that opens every lock? Or do you want a lock that gets opened by every key?
Well, obviously, you want a key that opens every lock.
Right. Which is a dick.
A key being your penis.
Yes.
So if you want your dick to be the shape of a key, hard and flat.
There's like an old saying. Khalid knows it for sure. Khalid's like the king of these fucking old school. Like,
I think I heard that from Khalid.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. Like your uncle. Like I have an uncle that is that guy. He's like a salesman. He's not a salesman, but he should be. You know what I mean?
He's got all the one-liners.
Yeah, the one-liners.
Loaded up.
Khalid's got all those.
I definitely heard that from Khalid.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No,
Make a
that's
dick a
good.
key.
I like that. But I personally think that that's dead.
What? The girls having low body counts?
Yeah. I want my bitch to know her way around a dick. That's all I'm saying. And you don't really know your way around a dick unless you've been around a couple dicks.
You gotta test drive them. Well, I agree with that because even when we were like in high school, right? Obviously, I didn't know you in high school, but I had a buddy and his thing was all about fucking virgins, right?
Yeah.
That was like his like trophy. He's like, I fucked this girl. She was a virgin. And I was always like, why the fuck would you want to fuck a virgin? I don't even know that I've ever fucked a virgin in my entire life.
I have not.
And honestly, I don't feel like I'm missing anything because it seems like a lot of ouch and a lot of not being comfortable in what they're doing
It's
and
the
blood
worst.
and stuff. And it doesn't sound fun to me.
Yeah, I definitely in high school I felt bad because I didn't fuck any virgins.
Right,
Even
because
in,
it's kind of like a
college.
thing.
Yeah, it's a
in
thing.
high
You're
school,
like,
it's a thing.
"Damn,
It's kind of
I
fucked
got
up.
a V car,
Yeah.
bro. Like I'll
She'll
have that
always remember
forever.
It's
Yeah.
like, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the girl that took my virginity, but like that, I wish
But
I didn't.
Yeah, it's not like you like, God, I wonder what she's doing right now. You're
I know
like,
exactly what she's doing.
Taking
She's
dick?
fucking breastfeeding some other dude's fucking kid.
oh my God. Wait, when did you lose your virginity?
At 17.
Okay, so you were like me. You're a little bit of a late bloomer.
I was a late bloomer. And yeah, I didn't do really. I got a head start for sure in like 8th grade. We were like fingering chicks and
Yeah,
shit.
for
But
sure.
then once I got into high school, I didn't get head or anything like that. I didn't fuck like
Bro, being
until
a freshman,
17.
freshman, sophomore year in high school as a male, there's no pussy out there for you. It's all going for the seniors. That's the way it
true,
goes. And honestly, in current day situations, it's kind of the same. If you're like a 21, 22-year-old guy, you're not prime target for these bitches in the club because you, A, probably don't have the money that these old rich guys do, and B, you probably don't have any money that these rich guys do.
Yeah.
And that's really all that matters. Once a girl's over 21,
In a nightclub, for sure. 100%. In a nightclub, money rules all.
you could have a dick hanging out of your shorts at the bottom of it because it's so fucking big. And there could be this fucking old fat guy. He's going to pull your bitch 100% of the time because he's got money.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Friday night, I get a text from this girl, and she's like, it was pretty random. Like, I hadn't talked to her for a minute, and she's like, yo, what are you doing after this? She was at Bottled. What are you doing after this? Me and my girl want to go with you. We want to be part of the sticker thing. And I was like, oh, all right, bet. Like, let's fucking go. There's 2 4s that make an 8. Let's fucking do this. You know what I mean? So I go to grab them at the end of the night, and I'm like, yo, I'm about to hit the strip club. Like, let's roll. And she's like talking. Now she's at this dude's table, she's talking to the dude, and she's like, yeah, we're gonna go with him for a second. He's got to show us something, and then, but I'll hit you after. We're gonna come.
He's got to show us something.
And I was like, yeah, for sure. Like I wasn't even like, you hit me up, and then I just came to cash in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just in that time, she found some dude that's got something
money.
better to offer.
And I don't hate on him for that because at the end of the day, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because if a 4 comes up to me back when I was single, right, and an 8 comes up to me later in the evening and I haven't smashed the 4, or even if I did smash the 4, I'm going for the 8. I'm going to wake up next to the 8. And with women, maybe it's a little different. Maybe the look isn't what makes you a 4 or an 8, but maybe it's a financial.
It's a monetary thing for sure.
If you got a boat, you're getting the pussy.
Oh
period.
my God, are you shitting me? A boat?
A boat in Chicago is worth its weight in fucking platinum when it comes to women.
Bro, if you have a boat summertime shy, you just get a little extra Vaseline.
It's literally shooting fucking fish in a barrel.
It's disgusting. These women are looking. That's all they want. That's
all they want.
That's where you could be the crust. You could be Danny DeVito, the poor version.
Most of the guys that own the boats look like Danny.
You could look exactly like him and not even have his money. You could have like a Jimmy John's delivery driver's money.
It could be a finance boat. It doesn't matter.
But if you have a boat, you could stand like, at the dock where you kind of have to hop onto the boat. There's that little jump.
Yeah.
You could just stand right there with your dick out, and every girl will just
suck it to keep you on the dock.
And then when you nut, she'll just jump onto the boat. And the next one, and they'll all see it, and they'll all be in line.
Oh, they'll get, okay, this is how we get on. No problem. Just like little guppies.
Yeah. I mean, it's that easy. It's insane.
And even hanging out with the guy who owns the boat, it's almost as easy.
Yeah.
Because I got to be honest, we spent some time on some boats over our lifetimes.
I would imagine that there's dudes, like when there's like a nice car parked on the street and a dude like kind of posts up near it and pretends like it's his. Mm-hmm. There's got to be guys on the docks that are like oh yeah, just got
like dock pimping
off my boat.
Maybe he wears like the little fucking sailor hat, just to kind of
captain's hat.
take the sail on home. And then be like, I'm coming off of it today, but we can always go on tomorrow. Why don't you ladies come back to my house for a drink?
Yeah.
I live up in that building there.
The schedule for my boat, it's packed, and I don't keep it on my phone. I do it handwritten. It's in my apartment. So, I'll pencil you guys in.
There's ways to hop the line if you want to get on next weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Is that rape? I feel like that's...
No.
I feel like that's like...
It feels a little rapey.
It feels rapey, but like...
It's not.
But to say that's rape, I feel like at the same time kind of devalues rape. And not that it's valuable, but like that's serious.
Yeah.
Like that's real shit.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
it makes it less...
It makes it worth less. It's like the word like when that word is associated with what it actually is, it's like, yo, that's real shit.
No fucking
Holy
joke.
shit. It's not even a question. But like,
I would compare it more to a girl wearing a fucking faja or a padded bra or, lip plumpers. Like, you're just enhancing yourself. Now, you might not be enhancing your look, but you're enhancing your selling point.
Yeah, it's a straight up lie. And the only reason that this comes to mind is because I wanted to, like, I had just gotten back on Tinder, and like I'm sick of being DJ Strategy on Tinder.
You want to take on an alter ego?
I wanted to just be Zach, like have nothing about the fact that I'm a DJ. Just like I just want to be a normal guy on Tinder and not some like douchebag DJ.
Are you looking for love?
I'm ready. I'm definitely ready for love for sure.
Okay,
100%. Not that I'm going to find it on Tinder.
How about
But
J-Date?
I had this conversation, J-Date maybe. I had this conversation with my brother. I'm like, is that like rapey? Like it feels wrong to like
it's a little,
not. It just like I'm pretending like I'm someone else, even though
false
I am that
advertisement.
person. I'm still not giving all the information. It just something about it feels slimy.
But the girls on there do the same shit. If they posted their real self, fucking 10 mimosas deep on a Sunday afternoon, fucking throwing up on their girlfriend's floor.
That's so fucking true.
You're going to be like, I don't know that I really want to invest any money in taking you out.
That's so fucking true. And that's kind of why I enjoy I like to like really accentuate it even more on social media that I'm a piece of fucking garbage shit, because any girl that then still wants to fuck me
is garbage too?
is a garbage piece of shit.
Well, at least you're honest, garbage.
Yeah.
You gotta respect that.
Yeah.
What else you got? You got anything else for us?
No, I want to know how your
story time? Or go ahead.
I want to know how your trip to Chicago was. I want to know like
what play by play?
What were some things, I'm not necessarily a play-by-play, but what were some things that you really now notice that you missed? Maybe you didn't know that you missed while you're here, but now that you went back, you're like, damn, like I fucking miss it.
The air.
Yeah? Just
honestly, the air tastes like fresh lake water. And I never noticed that. And all the time I lived there, I was like, it's pollution out here. But coming back from this fucking swampland,
yeah,
and how humid it is here, and how like when you breathe, it's just like muck, right? And then you go back to Chicago, and you're like, it feels like fresh lake water. Like you can taste Lake Michigan in Chicago. I'm telling you, that's how I that was like the first thing I noticed.
The air's crisp.
The air's crisp, and I like I said, I just feel like that fresh water is in the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's still pollution when you see like across the horizon. There's like a brown line, but you can taste the water in the air, and it's fresh water. It's not swamp water that's in the bayous out here.
Yeah, it's not the urine from all the bums in Midtown that's being soaked up into the air because the sun's hitting it. The sun is
so fucking
on
hot.
The sidewalk.
The sun is a different sun over here. It's a different sun.
I think we're closer to it over here.
I could believe that because I feel like the skin on my body is boiling.
I mean, you've never been tan. You don't know you've never seen yourself tan. You've never seen yourself this sexy.
I'm out here, baby.
He literally told me, he's like, I've never been tan before.
I don't know what's happening to me. I hope I don't get skin cancer. That's all I know.
Yeah,
my body, my people, we're a Nordic people. We're not really used to this. It's a different sun when you're up in fucking Denmark near fucking Greenland, and it's cold as fuck, and it's like dark, probably 18 hours of the day for my ancestors. We're a little displaced here, but I'm not mad.
Yeah, there's no fucking capers in Houston.
Are you talking about the capers we put on our lox bagels?
You put your capers on our lox bagels.
Let's not get into this right now. We don't need a fucking racial dispute. But
everyone
I think anyone knows
the Jews own bagels and lox.
The Jews found out about it when they maybe fled to Denmark to hide.
Are you shitting me, bro?
Bro,
they literally made the lox. They made the lox by burying it in the sand in the desert when they were slaves.
You don't think there's sand in Denmark? It's a fucking island.
You just said it's cold and there's no sun. The sand only exists where there's sun.
That's not true.
Yes, deserts.
Sand comes off the water. Deserts. It comes from the bottom of the. Oh, look at this. I'm gonna look it up.
After we built the pyramids, it's literally in the books, bro. We built the pyramids. We were on our way to cross the river that Moses spread for us like a fucking whore's vagina. Okay. And we buried the salmon in the sand and made lox.
Okay, and where'd you guys get the dill from?
That was from our friends that we met along the way, the Ewoks.
Let's see here. Bagels and lox are uniquely. Let's see. Lox, we learned, come to us via Scandinavians who mastered the art of preserving salmon in saltwater brine, but also the Native Americans. But then here it also says Israel. I don't know. You know, it's one of those things we'll never know.
Yeah, there you go. Keep reading.
I'm just telling you. I'm looking at it and I see 3 different answers here.
All right. All we know is that there's no Nordic delis serving up lox and bagels.
Excuse me?
That's all I'm saying.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Where's a Nordic deli? Here.
Back in Chicago?
Whoa. We're talking like mainstream right now. We're talking like if I go to get a lox bagel right now, I'm going to a Jewish deli.
You might.
You can't find a Nordic deli here.
Not in Houston.
Right.
There's definitely not a lot of us down here. We're not made for this sun. Okay, I'll give it to you. The Jews, you guys popularized it.
Listen.
It's right here. Journalist Heather Smith explored the question.
She was onto it before us. Her and her girl probably had the same arguments.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, my fucking Jap friend. Yeah. We'll have to come back. But they're saying here, I mean, you can read it.
Nah, that's too much. That says I see Jews on
Scandinavian.
there. Speaking of Japs, though, did you see that Sarah Katz made a reemergence?
You just gonna put her name out there like that? I did see her. What, is she single again or what?
I don't know, but she just like refollowed our pages and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, you keep a track on that, huh?
Well, I just saw her follow me, and then I hit her up. I was like, yo, where have you been? Because I haven't seen her or heard of her for years. And she didn't really answer me, but she was
like,
a good time.
I didn't expect you to see that.
She was a good time.
She was a great time. I think she was early part of like the whole Send Nudes culture of like having somebody who would do those things.
She was very helpful along the way.
Yeah, she was down with the program.
Those are the girls. I feel like they think that I don't give them credit or remember them. You know what I mean?
I think it's more that you're trying to protect their names.
Yeah,
because they're probably all like married now.
That or... they don't even want to.
Some names come to mind, and I won't say their last names, but just some names that come to mind, like Kayla.
Yeah.
What was the British girl? Hannah. Shout out to her. Obviously, we talked about Caroline before. Yeah. I think you need to do like a Send Nudes Hall of Fame, and maybe don't put their face on it, but just show their tits.
I want to do an edible arrangements to all of them. I want to send edible arrangements.
I don't think
to every single one of
those things are expensive.
And say thank you for your service.
And their husbands are not going to love it. But you know what? At the end of the day, you're just. It's not
I'm a nice
It's better
guy.
than sending them a dick pic. You're sending them an edible arrangement.
Well, I'm hoping that'll lead to me being able to send them some dick pics. But
if you do that,
God
you need
willing.
to document it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, on the card you gotta say, by the way, can you please take a picture of this and send it to me?
I would love to be able to get like everyone's address without them knowing.
You would have to talk to their friends, but if you ask their girlfriend for their address, they're gonna be like, oh my god, how creepy is strategy? He asked me for your address.
Yes.
Lock your doors.
100%. That's what I'm a little nervous for. We got to find a good way to dance around it. I mean, maybe I could just tell him, be like, give them the whole idea, right? Hey, don't say anything, but
I mean, here's a way that you could do it, and this feels really creepy, but
okay, lay it on me.
Hop on Google Maps. You remember how to get to their homes?
No, I don't know any of their homes.
I remember. Well, that's because I was usually the one fucking driving when I had to drop them off.
Really? Whose house did you go to?
I never went in, but I would drop them off.
Well, who's
like Caroline?
Okay, yeah,
I remember where Hannah lived. I remember where they all lived. I was always the one having to drop them off. That's when we take them to Milwaukee, and then come back in the lowrider in the fucking rain or whatever.
I remember dropping Caroline off, but Hannah.
Yeah.
Where did she live?
It was like an apartment building. I can't say online where she lived, but
she definitely doesn't live there anymore. She's got like a kid now.
Yeah, she's paid. She's got a restaurant. Shout out to her. You're doing great.
I don't know. Was that true?
Didn't she always have like a Japanese restaurant?
She said she did.
I mean,
but we're talking nightlife. That's the
basis
people like really
of make
nightlife.
Up of having a restaurant.
Yes, that's all people do is tell you that they own things that they don't.
I'm an entrepreneur.
Most people that work at an establishment will go to the club and tell people that they own that establishment.
That's actually true, unfortunately.
Yes.
And a lot of women are dumb enough to believe that. Well, I mean, obviously men too, but I say women because it was usually a tactic to pick up women.
Yeah, it's like a
then when you come in being an honest scumbag, they look at you like a piece of trash. I don't know.
I mean, don't get me started. This is my life, bro. My life is getting shit on verbally by someone for me being like a scumbag, and then they go and get pregnant by the biggest scumbag who's not like an outright scumbag. He's just like a low key, like I keep it to myself. I don't put it on my Instagram. Right. And that is the best feeling I've ever gotten in my life.
When they downgrade and you watch it blow up in their face violently,
and it
feels good.
They accidentally get pregnant from the bartender who has AIDS but didn't tell anyone.
Has that happened?
I hope so.
Do you remember that Nas song about Ike with the Iverson jersey?
Yeah. Ike with the Iverson jersey, and what did he say? What was the next line?
He had there was a game where he referenced it, but there was an actual Nas song. It was something. The guy with the Iverson jersey, I think he ended up having herpes. And then at the end of the story, fucking Nas, what a legend!
Yeah,
what a fucking legend!
What a guy! Is there anyone like? When are we gonna get the next Nas?
I don't think there will be a next Nas. You can't recreate something like that. That's just like a.
when are we gonna get anything even close though? Because I feel like there's not even like there's no rappers like that anymore.
Well, because now it's more about the feeling. They kind of just hum and the feeling gets across. I get it. Listen, I know that I'm not going to be the old guy to be like, my rappers don't have any lyrical content. But it's different now. Hip hop has evolved into something that's not about
It's not
lyrics. Well, what rap has evolved into something that's not about lyrical content. It's about
a vibe.
It's about a vibe. It's about conveying a vibe. So that's why when like a lot of them are not saying anything, but like you're like that shit gets you turned up, and that's really all it's about. Music is getting that feeling. That's the new generation. So I don't think if there is going to be another Nas, he's going to be somebody that no one cares about, like who's like J. Cole or fucking.
Stop it.
Listen, come on, dog.
Stop it.
Don't tell me the last new J. Cole song that you played.
Stop it. I don't play.
He put out an album like a month ago. How many of the tracks are you playing?
In the club?
Yeah.
None. But we're not talking about club music.
Okay,
we're
well,
talking about good
have you
music.
listened to the album?
Yeah, I've heard a couple songs. Jake One produced a nice track on there.
I heard a couple
Listen,
songs.
his newest album is not my favorite, but the kid can rap.
But I'm of course he can rap. He has lyrical content, but no one really cares about that anymore. Like back in the day, like if you had lyrics, you were that shit. If you had lyrics and a club banger, you were a fucking god. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like
if you
don't have
Xanax, you're the shit.
If you have Xanax, people will listen to you on their Spotify. If you have a club banger, we'll play it to a bunch of drunk kids in a fucking room. Other than that, no one's gonna hear it.
Yeah.
Like, okay. You know what I would say is like the last like MC that I was like, damn, this dude has lyrical content. That's of the new school.
42 Doug.
No, close. Joyner Lucas.
That guy's a fucking pussy.
He's a pussy,
That guy's a pussy.
but his lyrical content is tight. If you listen to his songs, his storytelling and shit like that, I would put it up there on a level with Nas. His voice is
get into him because he's such a pussy.
His voice sucks.
He's such a pussy that I want to get into him.
Yeah.
Inside of him.
Oh, okay. Listen, that's a plausible offense. But
That's how much of a pussy he is.
I mean,
I want to
get it.
fuck him.
That reminds me of the big version. Oh, you think I'm pussy? I dare you to stick your dick in this.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, Biggie.
It's hard. That's a
told him.
hard fucking line, though. To have the confidence to say that, that's hard.
He had a lot of suspect lines. You remember when he said, you look so good. I suck on your daddy's dick.
Yeah, I feel that though.
You
I
saw a girl
feel that.
where you're like, I want to suck your dad's dick because you're
like,
so hot.
Yo, I swear to God, yesterday at Whole Foods, swear to God, if this woman told me that she would love me for the rest of my life if I sucked on her dad's dick, 100% I'd let him finish in my mouth.
Oh my God, bro.
Easy, not even a question. This woman was sensational. Her ass was just out of this world, and it was real. It was real.
How do you know it was real?
I saw it.
You can't tell.
I've seen enough fake asses that
She could have gone to Dr. Miami. There's some good docs out
Are you kidding me? When a girl with a fake ass walks,
it doesn't move.
It moves wrong.
Yeah,
it doesn't move with the like it should. Like
it should droop a little bit and kind of just
yes, but you can see the implant just get shifted.
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
you're
like
right.
you don't see the ass.
You're right.
And this woman was amazing, bro. Since she was at Whole Foods,
Did you
first of
holler?
all, no, she was with her boyfriend.
You would, but you would suck her dad's dick, but you wouldn't even approach
suck
her.
her dad's dick. She was with her boyfriend.
Well, I think I would rather hit on a girl in front of her boyfriend than suck her dad's dick.
Well, no, because here's the thing. Why you make it sound like I just want to suck her dad's dick? You're like, oh, you just saw this girl and you want to suck. I said, if she told me that she would love me for the rest of my life, I would do it. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting something out of it. I'm not.
Damn, girl, I want to suck your dad's dick. Like, nah.
I'm gonna say that to a chick tonight.
Just don't put that one line in the video, please. I don't.
Which one? Oh,
I mean, I know you do
it's
excerpts.
Diamond Cut, bro. It's Diamond Cut.
Okay, Diamond Cut.
Sometimes I make my own.
You can make it funny, but let's just not use that one line out of context
definitely
because
throw it in for sure.
it would be fucking terrible. Please don't. I have children. Okay, they have internet access.
Oh, fine. You
yeah,
fucking
so-
daddy dick sucker.
So, I mean, end of the day, I guess some people will do anything
Listen,
for love.
and this
I'm
woman
like
was a
Meatloaf.
redhead.
I will do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Love is a special thing, dog. I'll suck a dad's dick for love.
Okay. We need to wrap it up. There's a little too much
It's
dad dick
fucking
talking.
Men's Mental Health Week, and if I want to suck on someone's dad's dick, I'm gonna suck on someone's dad's dick.
You know who would relate to that pretty well is Steve Gerrard.
Steve Gerrard has been like gay before it was cool to be gay.
Steve Gerrard
fake
told
gay.
me that he has a song with Project Pat that he recorded where the subject matter is that he took home a girl from Tinder and ended up hooking up with her dad instead.
That is the fucking greatest concept to a song that I've ever heard in my entire
The
life.
fact that Project Pat is on it, he definitely sent in his verse without knowing what the song was about. I gotta imagine. Unless
Yo.
like it was like a call and response thing, like the chicken head, where he's the dad's dick. He's like the dad. He's like, I ain't gonna fuck you. You can fuck my daughter though. And then he's like, no, but I want to fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like that would be that'd be even cooler concept. Man.
That would go so hard. I would love that. I want an album full of songs like that.
All you fucking liberals want to talk about homophobia, but you won't make a song about sucking a dad's dick.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real here. You were all about Eminem, freedom of speech, him being able to say anything when the Republicans tried to shut him down.
Oh,
you had
that's
his back.
right. Wow.
You had his back. The guy said faggot a lot.
Yeah.
Eminem said that a lot.
Yeah.
You had his back. Let's not forget about that.
I mean, maybe that's why he's never been canceled, because he was like a pioneer of the shit. And now they're like, all right, well, now you have your rights, so let's time out.
First of all, you only get canceled.
If you
in
believe
two
in it?
ways. There's two ways to get canceled: by actually doing something fucked up, like Harvey Weinstein,
Yeah.
raping girls,
Yeah.
things like that. When your skeletons come out of the closet, real skeletons that you like really did something wrong, you get canceled.
Right.
The other way is believing that the morons on the internet talking to you mean anything.
That's 100%
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? Like if you look at them like the idiots that they are and just spit on them,
And
keep doing
the
your
only
thing.
people that are canceling anyone is like some fucking 16-year-old kid that's on an Instagram post and wants to be like, we need to cancel him. And then 600 other little kids are like, yeah, cancel by
Yeah.
this like button.
it's a lot of retweets.
It doesn't really mean anything.
I mean, shouts to the god Tony Hinchcliffe.
Whoa, wait, did you go
Uncancelable.
see him? And you saw him live, or you were going to?
No, I want to. I want to go to Kill Tony on a Monday.
Wait, it's every Monday?
Every single Monday, baby.
And he's in Austin?
and he's in Austin.
The most liberal city in the country?
So that whole thing came out. He used the offensive Asian slur that starts with a CH, and they tried to cancel him. Like Yahoo News picked up the story, played the video of him saying it, the out of context video, tried to cancel him. Yo, this guy is the biggest savage, bro. You have to watch not the most recent Kill Tony, but the one from the week before, where it was, because they're backdated, so it took like a month for this one to come out after the thing happened. But this was the episode that happened right after that, and he's just talking so much shit about the dude who set him up for the whole thing, the other comedian, the Asian kid, and the venue that he was at. After that came out, said that he can't do his show at that venue anymore. So now he's at a new venue and he's just talking shit about the old venue.
And
he's
he's
like,
doing
fuck you
well?
guys. He's fine, bro. He's got all his sponsors. He's got his podcast. He's not canceled.
And that other venue only has that no-name comedian that tried to set him up?
Yeah.
Wow, they won.
The whole thing was, it wasn't real. It wasn't hateful. It wasn't him beating up an Asian person on the street.
Right.
It was a comedic use of the word where he didn't mean it. He's not inciting violence on Asian people.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to fucking kill them all. Like,
Right.
the guy is just making a joke.
Yeah.
So he prevailed. You know what I mean? It's not.
At the end of the day, I feel like if anything, we need one final frontier where people can speak their mind, and I think comedy should be it, because we all know at the end of the day, comedians, they don't mean anything by it. It's just shock value, and if we censor them, then there's no shock value, and comedy's not funny when it's safe.
No.
Who the fuck wants to watch?
I mean, you could
politically correct comedy
There is
like
that.
Conan O'Brien. Bleh, I'll fucking go to sleep.
There's some guys that are not very insane. Like Nate Bargatze's pretty funny.
Never heard of him.
I would obviously put Louis, Tony, Tim
100%.
Dillon, Dave Chappelle,
Look,
anybody above
I
him,
get
but he's still
offended by a lot of
comedy.
things Louis says, but that's why I enjoy it, because I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe he fucking said that.
Yeah.
It's so fucked. But
And
it's
then
funny.
he makes you laugh. You feel uncomfortable.
Like
he says something that makes you.
blasphemes my religion,
He-
which is like an unforgivable sin. But it's funny.
It's hilarious.
If he can say, that's the other thing that fucks me up, right? If he can fucking blaspheme religion, why the fuck can't he use a racial slur? I'm not saying I'm going to use a racial slur. I'm also not going to blaspheme. But how is one more offensive or less wrong than the other? Fuck racism. I agree, 100%. But when we're talking about a comedian, the guy can't say the CH word?
There's a difference between racism, like real racism,
Right.
like Nazis wanting to end people because they look a certain way, and someone just being stupid and saying a slur. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's not real hate behind it. But the best thing that I actually heard that came out of this whole Tony Hinchcliffe thing was someone was like, yo, if you didn't record him saying that and release it to the millions and millions of people who ended up seeing it, no one would have been offended. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was in a room full of people who understand that it's a comedy show.
They laughed.
And they laughed, or you know, maybe they didn't. Maybe it was a little too much. But at the end of the day, it was said and it was done, and that would have been it. But now you release the video of it, and God knows how many soft Asians out there got hurt by seeing it. You just hurt those people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You did that.
What's up, Jenny? Jen? She sent us a laughing emoji. Not sure what she was laughing at, but we said a lot of funny things. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
I think
She
we're a
was
little
definitely
over.
laughing about when you said you wanted to suck some girl's dad's dick. For sure.
Let's review the tapes. And you can review them yourself online and YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Party with Strategy. Featuring DOLO.
YouTube.com/Party with Strategy. Make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe if you're on here. I need to start talking about the Patreon on here a little bit more, because I'm gonna start sponsoring some videos and getting some. We're gonna get the views on this fucking podcast up, dog.
Let's get it. You got a sweepstakes for them? Or what?
I got a whole marketing plan coming to action. So
The kid's cooking something up. Be on the lookout for
yeah,
it.
be on the lookout. Patreon.com/Party with Strategy for exclusive content, and I'm also gonna post some exclusive podcast things. I don't know what yet, but it's
That
gonna
too
be
hot
mixed
for
in
TV
there.
stuff that we can't post on YouTube?
Maybe some too hot for TV. I mean, doing like a Patreon episode is what most people do.
Okay, like a
But-
special one?
Yeah, and that's where they get a little rowdy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
But yeah, thanks for joining us. Have a good day, and we'll see you next time every Wednesday. Strategy and Dolo Show podcast, brought to you by the Club Killers. Peace out.